It's time now for Anderson Speedway's Track Talk. Catch up with everything that's going on at Anderson Speedway with Rick Dawson and Gary Mong.
Good evening. Welcome to Track Talk. Rick Dawson, Gary Mong. We're at the Mounds Mall Special Events Studio. Ready to do another show. Our buddy Wade is stuck behind a train, so we got our other buddy Paul at the wheel right now.
Must have missed the train.
Yeah, out in the cornfields of Daleville producing for us right now, but Wade will be with us here shortly.
Good. We can give him some grief about that.
We got some racing to talk about that's getting ready to happen over the weekend.
That tells us that's getting close. And what is it, 32 days till we're on the track?
A month from Saturday.
That'd be 28.
4 weeks?
That'd be 28 days. So yeah, 32 days.
How you figure? 28.
Because there's only 20.
Help our fans.
There's only 28 days in the month.
Tell us how your mind calculates.
There's only 28 days in the month of February. That's the 14th. So that's 14 days.
Not
There's another
always.
14 days, but this year it is. There's 28, and then we have 4 here. That's 32.
I'll be darned. Isn't that something?
I can do math.
It's cold outside.
It is.
It was nice over the weekend. We could have raced. It been a little exciting. There was still a little snow on the track. There's still a little on the backstretch, but it's pretty much all the snow is just about gone from Anderson Speedway. Looks like it's going to stay that way for the foreseeable future.
I hope so.
We are working fast and furious leading up to that opening day, which I believe is on March the 28th this year. It is. With the Outlaw Figure Eights.
And our new Figure Eight division.
And had another new street stock driver come in and get a membership application yesterday.
Wonderful.
All of our divisions are looking really, really strong this year so far.
That's good.
The late models, the McGonigal engine late models, the Hart's Auto Service Figure Eights. A lot of guys are building those cars. And the street stocks are looking strong. And the new Pro Compact division is looking strong, too. So we should have some good shows to put on for the fans coming up here just shortly. Just give us a little time. Get through this month. There's racing going on down south this weekend, although it's not going to be balmy hot down in Florida. Typical New Smyrna, the world of asphalt, something like that. I can't get the computer here in the studio is being really slow.
Of all the speed festivities down there.
But there's a lot of racing going on in Florida. New Smyrna starts this Friday night, and they go through a week from Saturday. Volusia County, which is the dirt track, has their big dirt. I think that's the Dirt Nationals coming in, and a lot of big drivers in it. Usually Kenny Schrader's there and Kenny Wallace, and Mr. Stewart usually shows up. I don't think he's racing out there this year.
Drivers that like to run dirt.
But there's a lot of celebrities, and who's who of racing will be at Volusia County. The promoters' workshops are in Daytona Beach next Monday and Tuesday. And this Saturday, the ARCA 200 at Daytona International Speedway will take place.
When you know the ARCA 200 is here, you know racing season has started.
And the shootout, whatever it's called this year. And
they keep changing it, don't they?
I guess maybe I should have done my homework before I got here instead depending on this computer because it is just really slow. I'm trying to get the ARCA webpage to download and see if I can get the entries, but they actually are checking in tomorrow into the garage, and I believe they start practicing on Thursday with the rookies, and then on Friday they practice in earnest, and they also qualify.
Don't Friday. They usually on the ARCA 200 there at Daytona? They usually start 40 anyway.
They start a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, they start quite a few. They have had up to 60 or 70 cars show up for that race.
Wow.
So I don't know, but I'm sure they'll have a good turnout for this weekend's race.
Yes.
The race actually is at 4:15, and I believe it is on Fox Sports 1.
So tune in.
So and it's always it and the truck race are usually the two best races as far as I'm concerned, with the most excitement and close racing of any of them.
It is
at Daytona for the whole week. So make sure you tune in this Saturday at 4:15 for the ARCA 200 down at Daytona International.
And then
Speedway.
don't NASCAR, don't the Sprint Cup qualify on Sunday to kind of get their position set up for the Twins on Thursday? Is that how they do that? Don't they qualify on Sunday?
No, I can't bring up that website.
I think that's what they do.
Saturday night is the Bud. It used to be the Bud
Yeah,
Shootout.
yeah, absolutely.
And they've changed the rules for that too now. So a couple of drivers didn't even know they were eligible until last month. One of them didn't and couldn't get sponsorship, needed to race in it. But that's all on Saturday night. And I looked at the forecast at Daytona Beach. It's in the 30s both Saturday morning and Sunday morning. So that means usually the ARCA racing, we've been down to that before.
Yes.
It starts at really twilight. I mean, there's still a little sun, but
It's
then
usually
the
done by 6 or
the
so.
sun goes behind the bleachers,
Yeah.
and it starts getting cold.
Yes.
And then that Bud Shootout starts, and it gets
Really cold.
And racetracks are just one of the bad things about a racetrack is when it's cold out, they are notoriously cold.
Yes, that's right.
One thing about New Smyrna, though, that's kind of neat, is they've got a lot of trash cans around, and they have fires going in them, so you can always go somewhere and get warm.
Get warm.
But I can't bring up the drivers list for the ARCA race, but I can tell you that there'll probably be several drivers that competed at Anderson Speedway that will be competing in that race, and one in particular is Cody Coughlin, who is a former, I believe, JEGS Series winner with CRA, and he is in an ARCA race. He's actually a development driver for Joe Gibbs Racing.
Oh, wow. Good for him.
So look for Cody and root for him Saturday. I guess he was one of the fastest cars in practice, too, when they went down in December. So.
Good young man, good race driver.
Good family.
Good family, yes.
That's a JEGS car, I'm sure. When you see
I'm
it
sure
on the
you'll
track,
see it,
bright
yeah,
yellow,
bright
you
yellow.
Can't miss it. There'll be several other drivers, and you can go to the arcaracing.com website, download all the information from. They've got a really good website full of information. They keep it updated, and so go to that website and follow the race, and be sure and tune it in this Saturday.
Like I said, that kind of gets everybody in the mood around here. Once you start seeing racing at Daytona, it's just a matter of time here.
Especially, I mean, even on TV, it doesn't necessarily look cold when the sun's out. It's going to be 60 degrees for when the race starts, so it's still going to be warmer in here, especially when it's looking like it's going to only get up to 20 in the Anderson on Saturday. So stay tuned for that.
You know what? It could be worse. We could be buried under 4 feet of snow like Boston.
Could be like last year.
Yeah.
I don't think we got above 20 the whole month of January or February.
I don't think so either.
That last weekend was just nice for
It was.
wintertime. I'm not going to say it was beautiful because it was still cold.
It was cold.
But it was almost 60 degrees on Sunday.
It's all relative. When you compare 20 to 60, that feels warm. Even 60 feels warm.
It does. News out of the CRA camp. One of their veteran drivers, and I believe he's won a race at our track also. Daniel Hemrick has got
won the Red Bud.
Yeah, he did. That's right. I knew he'd won a race.
He won the Red Bud.
He is Kinsey Ruston's sidekick.
Yes.
And he won the $1 million legend race or $100,000 legend race, whatever hump he had several years ago down at Charlotte. But anyway, Daniel has secured a full-time NASCAR Winston trucks, not NASCAR Winston, nationwide camping series truck ride for the entire 2015 season with James Boucher, who's the 2012 champion of that series.
So he's going to be running trucks this year. That is great to see.
Several drivers are going to be racing trucks. Eric, I want to call him Kyle for some reason.
Jones.
Eric Jones, we've talked about before, has a full-time Infinity Series ride which is the former Nationwide, which is the former Busch Series. Has a full-time ride this year with Kyle Busch Motorsports. And I'm sure we'll see Ryan Blaney. And then, of course, the big news, which we talked about last week, Chase Elliott is going to be in the Infinity Series again and also going to be running, I think, 4 or 5 Sprint Cup.
Getting himself ready for the 2016 season in the Sprint Cup.
When he hops into the
full-time
ride. And I think Chase is running next month with the Cup cars. I know he's running at Richmond, and where do they run next month?
In the month of March, usually it's Bristol toward the end of the month, but I think they switched that this year and they moved Bristol to April. I think they're trying to stay in warmer weathers like out west or so for a little longer.
I think he's running his first.
It's usually Richmond's the 1st of May.
Race next month.
Usually right before Mother's Day.
So that's pretty cool.
Yes.
We've got, of course, we've talked about the JEG CRA $100,000 Triple Crown again this year. If they can win the race somebody can win the Super Series race at Berlin. The Redbud 300 and the Winchester 400, they could pick up an extra bonus of $100,000.
Came close a couple years ago.
Yeah, Johnny
Van Dorn, yes.
Done that. We want to remind you that you can we extended it. You can still get ticket packages at the Speedway. 10 packs are 100, or 20 packs are 140. 10 packs are $80, a great value. We'll do that through the end of this month, and then that'll be it.
Until next holiday.
I tell you, we're selling a lot of them.
That's
this year,
good.
Which is really cool. And also, young ladies, 17 to 21, go to our website at AndersonSpeedway.com and click on the banner and apply to be the Little 500 Festival Queen this year and possibly earn a scholarship.
Great honor and recognition,
for college. You were about to say something before I so rudely interrupted.
Who, me?
Yeah, I thought you were.
Well, the next thing I was going to say is about what you got up there right now, the best of Madison County.
Today is the last day to vote. Go to the HeraldBulletin.com website and go down to where you can vote for the best of Madison County. Anderson Speedway is one of the finalists for Best Entertainment,
yes,
Best Family Entertainment, and Best Event with the Little 500. So vote as you please. We really appreciate your support. We appreciate whomever went out there. I didn't even know it was going on, and Amy told me that we were dominated and in the top 5 in all those categories. And I guess the entertainment and Best Family Entertainment are really important to me. Of course, the Little 500 goes without saying.
Absolutely.
And speaking of that, ticket orders are coming in very rapidly on that. I mean, compared to last year, I don't know. I mean, it just seems like the activity is more and more. We've only had them out for like a week and a half, so it's too early to judge. Actually got the tickets in yesterday. So those will be going
cool looking too.
Got them a little earlier this year so we can get them out to the folks. Probably wait till the end of the month. A lot of folks get them this early and then forget where they put them and lose them, and that causes some bit of confusion. But
it does.
We usually can work it out. So I finally got to the ARCA page and it's got entry list, and I've clicked on it. So maybe after our break, it'll come up and tell us. Going to get to see or get to watch, a lot of our favorite drivers. I don't know if Ken Strader's going to be racing. I know he'll have a car in the ARCA race. Always cool.
He's always a good friend of the Anderson Speedway. Yes. We got any new news coming up for Anderson Speedway as far as any events or anything that you've been working on?
No.
No? Okay.
Yeah. Actually, I do. We added a race, and it's the last Sunday in June. I don't know if we talked about this last week or not, but Davey Hamilton, who everybody that's got anything to do with racing knows Davey Hamilton, veteran Indianapolis 500 driver, has pioneered a series called the King of the Wings, and it's a national tour. It's wing sprint cars, outlaw wing sprint cars. He races 3 races in California, 3 in the Northwest in Washington, Oregon, 3 down south in Florida, I believe it is, and 3 here in the Midwest. And we are the third leg of the Midwest tour. Looking forward to. He's going to bring in a lot of drivers, a lot of names. A lot of our regular guys will participate in it, but also there'll be some names that you might recognize that we don't often get to see.
But they kind of run for not only a regional points, but a national as well too.
Yes, they do.
That's good.
And Davey brings with him. He's a great friend at the Speedway. He's raced there. Of course, his son races there. Davey's brings with him a lot of a lot of assets that he wants to use at Anderson Speedway. He's passionate about the Payless Little 500.
He is,
and he doesn't think we're getting the recognition we should. He actually had a conversation with Doug Bowles at Indianapolis Motor Speedway this week. He's going to he's setting up a meeting with me and him and Mr. Bowles so we can talk. Doug is very interested in tying the big race and the little 500 in together where we can. So
that's the way it should be.
We're looking forward to that. We've come upon a break, so we're going to go ahead and do it. You're listening to Anderson Speedway's Track Talk. We'll be right back.
When I was a boy, we had family pitch-in dinners on Sunday, so I knew on Saturdays Mom would be in the kitchen baking pies, and especially sugar cream pies. I will never forget pulling a chair up to the table. I always turned the chair around back so I could perch on my knees while watching Mom take her fingers and flute the pie crust. You know, that little squiggly thing all the way around. And of course, after the pies were baked, we would beg and plead with Mom, only to have her put her foot down and say, nope, we were not going to get any pie until everybody came by tomorrow. But on Sunday at the family gathering, that first bite of pie was always worth the wait. Mom's a little older now, but that doesn't mean we can't enjoy freshly made sugar cream pies together. Now, instead of Mom making them, I pick up a Wix sugar cream pie. They use simple, fresh ingredients because of Wix rigid freshness standards. The wholesomeness and taste of their pies is better than Mom's. But don't tell her I said that. Now you can pick up a Wix sugar cream pie at most of your local grocery stores. Just look for them in the frozen dessert aisle. I'm Brownie, and I can honestly say about Wix pies, you don't just eat them, you enjoy them.
50 years ago, Tom Raper sold his first camper off a dirt lot in Richmond, Indiana. Since then, Tom Raper RVs has grown to be one of the largest RV dealers in America, selling the top brands at the best prices. That's why folks like you come from all over the Midwest to buy their recreational vehicles from Tom Raper RVs. Why, we reckon we've sold over 100,000 campers since we started. That's a lot of campers. That's a lot of fun. Tom Raper RVs in Richmond or online at tomraper.com.
Heart attack, stroke, serious injury. A sudden health crisis can happen to anyone at any time. So when bad things happen, choose good people. St. Vincent Anderson Regional Hospital has the area's most advanced emergency care, with a state-designated Level 3 trauma center, an internationally accredited chest pain center for heart attack patients, and advanced certification for primary stroke care. We have all the resources to deliver the care you need for any serious or life-threatening emergency. St. Vincent Anderson Regional is the only emergency department in the area with an on-site helicopter. And our $27 million state-of-the-art surgery pavilion opens later this year. Bad things can happen to anyone. Thankfully, good people are ready to help. Choose emergency care from St. Vincent Anderson Regional, the spirit of caring. Visit stvincent.org/Anderson Regional to learn more.
Honey, stop! Oh my gosh, that's Diggity's back there.
You mean the new Diggity's Frozen Treat Factory?
I heard it's unbelievable. Everybody's talking about it. They have everything yummy.
Yeah, I heard they have ice cream, yogurt, custard, sorbet.
And gelato, plus fruit smoothies, and that's just the beginning.
I heard Diggity's has over 250 toppings, not 30 or 40 like those other places, and you can even get the candy to go separately.
We can eat outside on their huge patio by the fire, too.
Okay, let's see. Frozen yogurt, ice cream, custard, sorbet, and gelato with 250 toppings, or a plain old frozen yogurt shop with limited toppings?
Diggity's it is!
Diggity's wants to cater your event. Diggity's can set up at your event inside or out and provide delicious smoothies, frozen cappuccinos, candies, and frozen treats to your guests. Diggity's is perfect for weddings, company picnics, group outings, sporting events, festivals, you name it, just call Diggity's. 765-393-0033 today for more information.
MoFab Incorporated, where imagination is the only limitation. We serve residential, commercial, industrial, and municipal customers as your metals warehouse and fabrication center. We do all types of fabrication using the latest technology with unmatched speed, accuracy, and durability on any substrate. Our ornamental division handles all types of interior and exterior work, including rails, fences, gates, and more. So contact us at mofabbing.com to fabricate your dreams of tomorrow today.
This program is a presentation by Anderson Speedway. The content contained in this program is that of the host and guests, and not this station.
Boy. I'm pretty sure he stumped me on this one.
The
knack. I don't know. Wade's gonna have.
I was just getting ready to say that. I really was.
The NXS.
NXS.
Isn't that boy band?
No. I was just getting ready to say that when I did. I went in and then he said NXS.
Welcome back to Anderson Speedway's Track Talk and / Tune Tag, where we struck out tonight.
We did. I was very close, though.
We're talking about racing getting ready to start happening at Daytona International Speedway in Central Florida area. I believe East Bay Raceway over at Tampa will have their Dirt Nationals. I believe they do late models one week and they do sprint cars the next. And I'm thinking that this week is the late models. So
I didn't check, but is WFS? They're not going down to Sunshine?
I'm not sure.
I'm not either.
Pretty sure the King of the Wings is going there though.
Are they?
Sometime. I'm not real sure, but when
Mr.
I talked to Davey
was it Mr.
yesterday,
Yoho?
Yep.
Down there.
Is it Bob Yoho?
It's Bob or Rob.
Yoho's his name.
Yeah.
He's quite a character.
He is.
That's actually his last name, folks. We want to take this opportunity to say hi to Aunt Jenny.
Hi, Aunt
lest
Jenny.
we forget before the show.
We won't forget. Hi, Aunt Jenny. Hope you're doing well. Happy Valentine's Day to you.
And Lauren and Dan will celebrate their 1 year of being engaged this Saturday. Gentlemen, don't forget your ladies.
That's right.
It's Valentine's Day coming up Saturday. Have you taken care of Tammy, or am I going to break the surprise?
Won't you just keep your mouth shut?
Okay. I finally did get the entry list for the ARC race come up, and right off the bat, in the 3-car, Carl Weber's the young man who has raced at our track. He started very young, I think 11 or 12 years old, and his dad's a farmer up northern Indiana, and he's been at our track and tested a lot. He's entered into the ARCA race. The ARCA race is actually at Daytona is actually a good starter point for a lot of these drivers to get experience on the super speedways, and most of them have to race there. Of course, Frank Kimmel, multi-time champion of the ARCA series.
And he had like 80 wins in ARCA, something of that nature.
It's phenomenal. His nephew Will be there with Bill Kimmel.
He actually won our Turkey Day street stock race, if I'm not mistaken.
He did. We already talked about Cody Coughlin, who will be in the Jegs Toyota in the Joe Gibbs Racing driver development.
What number is that one?
That would be the 55.
55.
It's not the number one we're used to seeing.
Yes, that's right.
Daniel Hemrick, who we talked about earlier, is going to be in a full-time truck ride, is going to be there Saturday in the race. Bobby Hamilton Jr., there's a name from the past. Bobby Hamilton Sr. Was a NASCAR racer from way back. A lot of, I don't know, they didn't put a total here, but that looks like upwards of 40 to 45 cars trying, and I'm not sure how many they're going to start, but it should be an exciting race.
Should be a good race.
I highly encourage you to tune that in. You were asking about different events going on at our track. Amy just sent me an updated list today for approval. I know we're going to have our big Easter night before Easter,
on the 4th of April,
events for the kids. I'm sure the Easter Bunny will be there again. We'll have a big egg hunt and all kinds of surprises that Amy does. Big event we're going to have with a new charity, and we'll have a lot more information on this in the coming months. But on the 22nd of May, which is the Friday before the Little 500, we've got the Bishops, a great band from Indianapolis.
Yes, they are wonderful.
Coming into town, and they're going to be performing a benefit underneath the pavilion. For all of our campers will be there and be invited, and we've got a charity that we'll talk about in the coming, like I said, in the coming months. Should be a huge event.
It'll be fun. They are a great band. If you haven't heard them, you got to come and listen to them.
City of Anderson Little 500 Festival will kick off the last Tuesday in April with a big big press conference out at the Cross Street Payless store again. Last year that was a huge hit.
Have you had any more meetings or any more festival meetings?
We only have like 2 or 3 meetings.
Okay. I didn't know if you did it.
The next meeting is scheduled the first part of March.
Okay.
Gives everybody the month of February, get their events organized so we can get all the final information in place to get the word out to our fans.
Good.
But there's going to be probably anywhere from 25 to 30 events this year. The black and white that the road gala that the Rotary Club does is actually going to be the Friday after Memorial Day this year. Hopefully we'll catch a little better time, but it's still the month of May the 29th.
That's true. That's true.
I think this is the earliest, if I'm not mistaken, that the Little 500 is. It's on May the 23rd. I don't know. I got to look at the calendar. I don't think it goes to the 22nd.
I don't think you can get it to the yeah. So then next year it'll bump clear back to the end of May.
So
again.
it's actually going to be on my mother's birthday this year.
Is it really?
Yes. The Interstate Auto Auctions. This is going to be a huge night. Always is, but this one's even going to be better. The Figure 8 Madness, presented by the Interstate Auto Auction. Colin and his group out there were putting together a great 4th of July show this year.
I think he's fallen in love with Speedway even more so than what he had in the past.
The end of August is the 150th birthday of the city of Anderson, and in conjunction with them, we're working on an event. I believe it's August the 29th, which is a Saturday night, with regard to the, and you might be able to figure it out, the 150th birthday of the city of Anderson.
Okay.
So we're working on that event. Of course, Paint the Night Pink in October is going to be huge again with our charity being, again, breast cancer awareness, and the United Auto Workers and Motorsports and their group will all be behind that strong again.
Yeah.
We've got Edgewater Woods and the Alzheimer's Awareness Night again at the end of July. That was a big night last year.
Yes, it was.
Raised a lot of money for Alzheimer's awareness too. So Amy and Sandy out at Edgewater Woods are working closely on that. Amy's actually going to have some help this year. We've got 2 interns that are starting. One actually starts, I think, at the end of this month, and then we've got one more coming, I believe, next month or in April, and possibly a third. So we're going to have some help.
She'll welcome that, won't she?
And you'll really notice the change. Real quickly, last Sunday I had the opportunity, and this is an organization that we're working with and should have a deal put together here real soon. If you get the chance during the winter and during their season, I think it goes through March, go down and catch an Indy Fuel hockey game. Went down there Sunday, and it was a blast. I mean, I hate watching hockey or tennis and golf on TV. But you see a hockey game in person, you'll have a whole new appreciation for that game. Big crowd, great game. The Fuel actually won it with 26 seconds to go in the overtime.
Wow.
So it was good. I mean, them guys, they just smash their faces against that glass. It's cool. So if you get a chance, go down there, and we'll talk a lot about the Indianapolis Indians too as the season gets closer. But again, want to remind everybody, go to the HeraldBulletin.com website and vote for the best of Madison County.
That's right.
And if you're still interested in advanced ticket packages at a very good discounted price, call or go out to the track and see Jessica. We're there from 10 to 4 every day. I hear
good.
Music in the background.
Must be that time.
With that, when we talk to you the next time, we'll be able to talk about a lot of racing. So we're looking forward to it. And we appreciate your support. For Gary Mong, I'm Rick Dawson. Have a great week and stay warm.